At least you hope they do.
In 1928, Grand Dragon Fred Arnold dies of blood poisoning, bringing the Colorado KKK to an end, the fiery cross on his headstone blazing for eternity.
Between the 1920s and the 1970s, the KKK existed all over the country in various incantations. The KKK existed in Denver, Colorado area, Lakewood, Colorado, and in Colorado Springs. It was not organized. That was one reason why I, as a black man, was able to conduct an undercover investigation. Place 3 undercover cop into their group and conduct an undercover investigation for approximately 7.5 months. These guys were always carrying guns because all they talked about was wanting to kill blacks, wanting to kill Jews, wanting to burn crosses. At any time, my guys could have arrested about 9 of these guys for illegal possession of firearms. But we let it go because we were hoping to take this to more advanced criminal charges, which never materialized. We had 2 gay clubs in Colorado Springs at that time. They told us they wanted to bomb these 2 gay clubs. One of their aims was to try and steal automatic weapons from Fort Carson, Colorado. We determined that they had 2 military personnel assigned to NORAD, the American Air Defense Command. So my investigation reached the Pentagon. The Grand Wizard, David Duke, on January 10, 1979, made an appearance in Colorado Springs. David Duke was the new face of the Ku Klux Klan. He never wore his Klan robe in public. He never used the so-called N-word. He was always very polite, very well-groomed, very professional in public. In private, he was hellfire. He changed the face of the Klan. He professionalized it. The case ended because the chapter president wanted Ron Stallworth to become the chapter leader. And when I went to my chief of police and told him this, he said, shut the investigation down now. Ron Stallworth Klansman disappeared that day. During the entire 7.5 months of this investigation, no cross was ever burned in Colorado Springs. The KKK in the late 70s didn't end. People have to get out of their head the fact that the KKK ends. They never end. They go dormant.
In the 1920s, in the 1960s, in the 1990s, there was a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan.
The ideals and the beliefs that allowed for the Klan to rise to power in Colorado, those things never really left. The aftermath carried on for years and years, and some would argue it still does. And even in the way that we interact with each other, there's still that carryover effect.
Hate-inspired vandalism continues to this day. KKK is spray-painted on homes and vehicles numerous times in the Denver metro area in 2016, and swastikas mysteriously appear on schools and religious buildings every few years. The Southern Poverty Law Center identifies 892 hate groups in the United States, with 14 in Colorado, including the Ku Klux Knights of the Ku Klux Klan in Colorado Springs.
They are a domestic terrorist group in any form that they take, in any generation.
One of the beauties of the First Amendment is that it provides the opportunity for us to go into a public space and have all those ideas compete.
Ben Stapleton, he and others like him are the most important cautionary tales about monitor your own ambitions, decide when your ambitions are tempting you.
People like Van Cise were these beacons of light in a very dark time in Colorado. It wasn't the crosses that were the beacons. It was the people who stood up for what was right.
And we do have these periodic cycles. We wanted to determine who was an American, define who was an American in the 1920s. We're doing some of the same things right now.
There's still a number of hate groups that find a home in Colorado, but there's a large number of people in Colorado who don't tolerate that.
With now the anti-Muslim sentiment in this country, there's always a group to look down on and hate.
Have things improved? Yeah, they have improved. Are things perfect? No. And I don't think they will be until the folks in this country really get real about having a conversation about race in this country.
We all should get along, but all it takes is one person to express hatred.
And if we look at the history of this nation, whenever we've been given the opportunity to do the right thing, we stand up, we do the right thing. Although we may slip and fall along the way, we eventually get around to doing the right thing.